For today's lesson, we're going to take a look at interval and set notation when solving multi-step inequalities. All right, so the first thing we're going to look at is interval notation. So with interval notation is another way of expressing your answer in an inequality. It is parentheses and brackets to show where the graph starts and where the graph ends. So looking at the symbols for interval notation, brackets mean not included or open. So think about your open circles where it's not included in the solution. Parentheses means not included, and brackets mean included, similar to your closed circle. So next we're going to look at some examples. We're going to solve, write, and graph the inequalities using interval notation. I'm also going to throw in some set notation as well. All right, so looking at the first example, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and solve that inequality. So looking here, my first step is I'm going to distribute. So I have 4x plus 12 is greater than negative 24. I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides. I get 4x is greater than negative 36. Divide both sides by 4, and x is greater than negative 9. So we know that x is strictly greater than negative 9. So we're going to put negative 9 on our number line, open circle at negative 9. And we want those x values that are greater. So we're going to shade to the right because all of those values to the right are greater than negative 9. So using interval notation, since we know that 9 is not included, so remember with parentheses, we have open circle, brackets, we have closed circle. Oops, it's supposed to be a closed circle. All right, and sometimes you'll have a combination of both, and we'll see that in a couple examples here. All right, so we see here that we have negative 9, which is not included. So we have negative 9, and we're talking about those values that are greater than negative 9. So remember, with inequalities, it's not one set answer. It is a set. It is a solution set. So we have negative 9 to positive infinity. We're going to use parentheses as well, because negative infinity does not end the same as with positive infinity. So when we look at set notations, now we've looked at interval notation, so negative 9 to infinity, we're going to look at set notation. So here we're talking about x, where x is all values greater than negative 9. All right, so here is just telling me we're talking about x, our x values. This portion here just tells me we're talking about x values that are greater than negative 9. So the second piece will be our set notation, whereas this first piece is our interval notation. All right, let's look at number 2. First thing I'm going to do is distribute that negative 3. So I have x minus 3x minus 6 is greater than 4. I'm going to combine like terms. So I have negative 2x minus 6 is greater than 4. Add 6 to both sides. I have negative 2x is greater than 10. Divide both sides by negative 2, and I get x is less than negative 5. So remember, we have to flip the inequality sign because we divided by a negative number. So again, I'm going to have an open circle. I have negative 5. All right, and I want those x values that are less than negative 5. So I'm going to the left. All right, interval notation again. So I'm going to have negative infinity to negative 5. All right, so think about it. We're starting with all those negative values and we're stopping at negative 5. So that's why we have negative infinity to 5. So remember, the left side of the number line are your negative numbers, the right side are your positive numbers, or go to positive infinity. All right, so for set notation, it's going to be very similar. So we have x, where x is less than negative 5. So these are different ways that you will see set and interval notation. All right, now I want you to try these 2 examples on your own. So pause the video, and then I want you to come back and check your answers with what you've got. So you're going to solve the inequalities, graph, you're going to write the interval and the set notation. All right, so let's go ahead and look at number 3. So the first thing I'm going to do is distribute that negative 2. So I have 7x minus 2x plus 8 is less than or equal to negative 2. I'm going to combine like terms. So I have 5x plus 8 is less than or equal to negative 2. Subtract 8 from both sides. I have 5x is less than or equal to negative 10. Divide by 5. And I have x is less than or equal to negative 2. All right, so here we're going to have on our number line negative 2, but instead we're going to have a closed circle because we have x is less than or equal to negative 2. We're going to shade to the left because we want those x values that are less than or equal to negative 2. So again, for my interval notation, I have negative infinity to negative 2. My set notation, I have x, where my x values are less than or equal to 2, negative 2 to be exact. All right, and for the last example, we have negative 8. So we're going to go ahead and distribute our negative 8. So we have negative 8x plus 8 minus x is less than or equal to negative 28. We're going to combine like terms. So we're going to get negative 9x plus 8 is less than or equal to negative 28. Subtract 8 from both sides. We have negative 9x is less than or equal to negative 36. Divide both sides by negative 9. And we have x is greater than 4. So remember, we divided by a negative number, so we had to flip the sign. So again, closed circle at 4, and we want those x values that are greater than or equal to positive 4. All right, so for our set notation, since we have a closed circle, and I need to correct this up here, this should definitely be a bracket for negative 2 because it is included in the solution. So the same here for the fourth one, or for number 4. 4 is included in our solution set, so we're going to use a bracket. And we're going from 4 to infinity, so we have a bracket and an open parentheses. And then for our set notation, we have x, where x is greater than or equal to 4. All right. Now what I want you to do is first summarize what you've learned from today's lesson. Then you're going to complete the practice problems, which is the second page here. And you're going to check your answers, not you answers, but your answers. With me, I have an answer key in the back. Then you're going to complete the Desmos matching activity where you're just matching the graph of the inequality, the interval notation, and the set notation. And then the last 2 questions of your exit ticket, you are going to solve the inequality, but I want you to graph, show the set notation, and the interval notation. But before we end this video, go ahead and summarize what you've learned from today's lesson.